name is Katherine,
My name is Reena.
and this is our Restaurant Advisor application for Dr. Brylow's COSC2100 Data Structures for Engineers course. Oh, and we're from Brookfield Central.
Yeah, so when you first launch the application, you're first brought to our login screen. We have a
Really nice
owl.
logo.
Yeah, that's
It's the TripAdvisor logo with the pizza on it because
yes,
it's like TripAdvisor.
but with the pizza, because food. Anyways, so our username and passwords are stored in a text field that can be accessed through multiple runs. So if you enter an invalid username and password, you will not be allowed to log in. However, if you enter a username and password from a previous run, you are brought to our login page. If you don't have a username and password, you can also create an account.
So here, you're required to enter an actual username, and then if you don't enter a password, you'll be prompted to enter one. And then if you don't enter a username, same thing goes for username. And if the password don't match, you'll be told that. So you'll create your account, and then it's also stored back into that text file. And then you're brought to the home screen, which has all the restaurants that we input. It's really easy to add in another restaurant. They're just text files with like the restaurant name, type, and all the information and a bunch of menu items. So adding them is really simple. If you click on one, oh, actually, go back. Under the restaurant name, there's a lot of like information about the restaurant type, average rating, the price range, and the address. And these are all vertical boxes, I think. And there's like a in the code, clicking on the vertical box brings you to the next scene.
So when you first click on a restaurant, you're first brought to this toggle bar that's set to about this restaurant, and this just displays a picture of the restaurant and some additional information over here. And here you can toggle to reviews, and reviews will show you customer reviews left from other runs, and this includes their username, their stars, and their review. These are separated by 3 dash lines.
You can also leave a review. So if you don't actually leave a review and you try to submit, again, you're told that you need to actually leave a review. Um, and then you can select. So you can select a number of stars, and then when you submit it, your review is put in to the text file that holds all the reviews, and then you can go and look at your review. It's at the bottom now. So we're user new, and our star we gave it 3 stars and said it was a great experience. And then when we go to a menu, um, so again, the menu items are all stored in the same text file with the restaurant information. So you can see the name of each item, the cost, and a general description that comes from their website. And then if you want to order pickup, you can just put an amount of each menu item that you want. So like, yeah. And then you can place your order at the bottom. And then you're brought to a receipt page that is like an itemized list of the items that you ordered and then their total price. And then it also offers like how long it'll take for you to pick up. So a couple challenges that we faced in particular was
Well, the
the
biggest one was
toggle bar.
yeah, toggle bar was difficult.
So it was kind of hard because we didn't actually use Scene Builder because by the time we discovered what Scene Builder was, we were already so far into our project that it would be we decided that it would be too late to start over. So all of this is hard coded by hand. So the toggle bar is like a toggle bar item with toggle buttons, I think, and like most buttons, if you click on one, it like brings you to a different. It doesn't bring you to a different scene, but it adjusts what's in the current scene. So that was kind of challenging, and also
Another issue that we had was we wanted to make a really simple process for placing an order. So we had to figure out how to collect data from all of these text fields. So we had to first of all realize that we had to create an array list of text fields, and then we had to default them all to 0 and figure out how to accurately pass it between scenes so we could create our itemized receipt. But we are really happy with the way it turned out because it feels really intuitive and simple.
yeah, and it's very user friendly. So like they'll know exactly how to order. It's very simple. And then another challenge was adding the pictures. Um, Again, since we didn't use Scene Builder, we couldn't really ask many of our classmates for help because they all use that, and we didn't really understand what they were doing. So we basically just imported a picture for each restaurant, and then uh, added it into each like information scene. It was a little challenging. It took a little more time than we had anticipated, but we're happy that it looks good. Is there anything else?
No. So,
Well, thank you.
yep, thank you.
Okay, bye. Oh my god.
Well, that's an issue, but that's okay.
Oh, why'd you go? That's great.
Whatever.
Whatever.